Hold up. Because I feel like... Whoa. Hold up. Why is my screen... I feel like my screen is dirty. Or I'm just bugging. I wasn't bugging. See, look at me. I'm always right. Okay. What is up, beautiful people? I'm trying to change up my eyebrow shape because I feel like they always look like two twins that are never ever matching. But I hope you guys are having a blessed 2024 because the last time I went live, that was my last live in 2023. So we're just gonna, I just feel like my eyebrows never ever look the same. Is that good? Oh, it looks jelly. Because I use gel. But what's up, guys? I'm trying to fix my brows. I feel like they never ever, like, you know how they always say, like, your brows are supposed to be, like, fraternal twins instead of identical? It still bothers me. But if you guys are having a blessed day, I just posted a video, too. Not too long ago. I think, like, an hour ago. And it focused on an NBA player who was accused of shoplifting. So that's something good to kick off 2024 with. But like I said, I hope you guys are having a blessed, start. I got some polls up for you guys. Also, a little FYI. So I put on my community post, I was like, do you guys like the name Legendaries or do you guys like the name A-listers? And then I put like other options, right? And I thought it was so weird because I usually, like, when I do my community stuff, like, I always, look at the color difference, I always say Legendaries. And I thought it was weird. Like, it wasn't weird, but, like, everybody, mostly people, it was a close tie between Legendaries and A-listers. And I was like, what? And A-listers won. So I was like, should I change the name? I was like, dang. I was like, I'm gonna have to like ask on like YouTube, am I not YouTube, like Instagram or something, because I was pleasantly like very surprised. I was like, Legendaries and A-listers, like usually like I always say like, hey Legendaries, like if I leave out a post that doesn't say Legendaries, I'm probably just like rushing. What's up? I'm talking about the name on my community post because usually I call my subscribers Legendaries and mostly everybody said A-listers, so I'm like confused on what to call my subscribers now. But what is up? We're just doing a little quick live, saying hi to the chat. The lives, I've been going live. This is like my 3rd month. So I'm trying to see like what times are best. I think earlier times might be best. And I'm gonna start doing more long form videos. I think the next one's gonna be like an NBA or like a music one. So I'm gonna ask on like my video, just do like a thing, like what time do people like usually join lives, because I'm like so new to this. I usually go live on like TikTok and Instagram, so I'm new to this, man. But like I was saying, I asked in my community post, I was like Legendaries or A-listers, and people said A-listers. I was like, should I change everything now and just change it from Legendaries to A-listers? Because everything with me, I like to like, what? How many subs do you need to go live? What is it, 1,000? I have no idea, to be honest. I just know I'm close to 10K, so let's hope I reach 10K by the end of this month. Because every time I check my subscriber count, it never stays the same. It always goes up. So I'm like, yes. So more long form is definitely coming. I promise the peeps that. So it's def coming. 1,000? Okay. You know what though? It's crazy because TikTok does the same thing. I remember when I first started on TikTok and TikTok Live like just rolled around. And then I remember so many people were like, oh my God, like I can't go live. I can't go live. And then you need also 1,000 followers to go live on TikTok, which is crazy though, because I don't know why people do that. Like social media companies, like I don't know why they're like, okay, you need like this set amount of subscribers or you need this set amount of followers to go live. Sorry, I thought I heard myself in the back. You'd be like, oh, is that me? But yeah, I don't get that. That's one thing I totally don't want to get when it comes to social media. But I know an app that you don't need a certain subscriber count for is Instagram. So that's something good. I got this. I'm like, I always go live for my vanity. And I got this acne treatment. I gotta try it. I can't try it yet because I have something important coming up. So I don't want to risk my skin breaking out. But Yeah. What is it? Because usually people that don't have 1,000 are green skin kids. That makes sense though. That does make sense. You know what? It's crazy because they have jokes on TikTok and they're like, what's that called? They were like when kids like they need to eat with some like when you eat you need something to watch. And then you know what was crazy? I was like, you know, that's kind of mean. You know, like you're eating and there's those kids who need something to eat, and while they're like, they need something to watch while they're eating. I'm like, yeah, that's me. But I feel like it's a good rule. Like, I understand that part. Like, if it's like, okay, like, not everybody should go live because when you go live, like, you don't know who's gonna join your live, right? But let's say I went live at an earlier time and more people would have joined. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a good rule. I never really understood that. Nobody really wants to come and see a live to see a kid talking about random stuff. Yeah, because I feel like why would I want to see a kid talking? Like, why imagine like a kid like, hey guys, here's my haul. I just came back from middle school, and I'd be like, girl, if you don't get off, I'd be like, girl, if you don't get off, that's totally understandable though. I really think that I like that rule though, if that's the case, because especially like I don't know if you've been on like Twitter, just anybody on Twitter, and Twitter is an app that is very explicit. I don't think kids like under like 18 should like be on that app. Like I love Twitter, but it's like super explicit. So I think enforcing the age thing is super damn important. But you know, that's super crazy to think about. Cause like it's even with like there's this kid, it's weird. It's like a lot of kids are being forced to like pursue content because of their parents, and I feel like that's something that should totally change, especially like family vlog channels and all this stuff, right? And I'm seeing that a lot on TikTok. So I do think that the safety rules should definitely be enforced some more, for sure, because these kids like. I mean, it's like Disney and Nickelodeon days when Jeanette McCurdy, when she talks about how her mom forced her to act, and Bella Thorne says she was forced to do that because her parents. So I'm trying to say I was talking about here. Her parents, you know, basically like her acting was helping fund her family. Like they were starving, and I get it, Queen. You put food on the table, period, at a young age. But here's my haul and the stuff I got from Target. I don't know because there's a thing going on TikTok, and there's these kids, they're called the new Sephora kids, and a lot of, you know, like millennials or just people of all ages, and of course Gen Z hasn't really reached, like the youngest Gen Z person is probably like 10, right? And then it's Gen Alpha. So then what was it? Millennials and Gen Z who are like late teens, early 20s, they've been talking about how these kids have been coming into Sephora and they've been like super rude, and these are mostly like late Gen Z, Gen Alpha kids. And it's crazy because it's and people are like, oh my god, like Gen Z is turning to the new like millennials, but at the same time it's like, why would you have your kid rack up thousands of dollars at Sephora? A girl who worked at Sephora talked about where some kid racked up like $900, and then she was arguing with her mother to get the stuff, and then the mother made her get like only $500 worth of products, which was freaking crazy because I don't know. At 10 years old, I wasn't really worried about makeup, but everything, you know, that's not my kid, whatever. But the 13-year-old preppy bloggers. Oh my god. You know what? Things are changing. It's crazy, especially with social media and like the young kids. Like, I feel like this might sound weird, but I feel like with kids and, you know, them being prone to see explicit stuff, like, you know, like in music, entertainment, TV, right? That's something that, how can I say, it was watered down. Like, you know how like you used to listen to music and it would be like like explicit content, but now like with social media now, like late Gen Z and like the alpha kids, they have it bad because you can go on social media and you can just see anything, right? And I feel like them just growing up slowly with social media, then you had Gen Z kids, some of them like myself, like like when computers and stuff got enforced, we were like, whoa, because we're used to like handwriting and stuff. So it's super weird this generation because I'm just like, I don't really know. But family vlogs are almost focused on only one kid, right? And that's something that a lot of people there is a family vlog channel, and they actually just split up, which is super crazy. They just split up. They were going through a lot, like financial troubles. People were starting rumors that, like, one of the people, one of the spouses, especially the husband, was cheating on the wife, right? So they just announced their split, and then it's so crazy because these family vlog channels, like, some of them just be popping kids out crazy. I'm like, y'all working overtime, but at the same time, it's like some adults and these viewers, they like, how can I say, like, they grow like infatuations and connections with kids over the screen that they never seen before. Like, for example, celebrity kids. Well, like, they're cute, yeah, yeah, yeah. But there's some people who live day and night to see those kids. Like, they're like, oh my god, like, I feel like I should be able to see them. Like, especially when like celebrities, like, they want to, hide their pregnancy. They want to do this, and people are like, no, like, we're entitled to it. So you know what? It is like super weird. I'm not gonna lie, but things gotta change, man. I feel like for family vloggers, I don't know if YouTube has like enforced like a special rule for, for kids to be protected. Like, even with like Disney kids, right? The circus family. Like, I feel like with certain like with Disney kids, and like when you act, they enforce the rule because like years ago, I think it was like decades ago, it was a kid who was a very popular child actor, and they had to sue their parents because their parents used all of their money. And basically they sued their parents. They got some money back, but of course it wasn't all the money that they worked hard for. You know what I mean? So that definitely was an act and a action that caused Disney and Nickelodeon child stars, if they make a certain amount of money, I think it's like a certain percentage, like 30 to 50%, that has to be put in a bank account when the kids turn 18. And I totally agree with that. So like these kids, I don't know how much they make now because like streaming and everything, but like they make bank. You know what I mean? So especially like, let's imagine like with like the family vlog we're talking about now. They were buying, luxury cars. They were doing this, doing that. But then just imagine if their kid wants to go to college. They want to, buy their first investment property. They're like, okay, mom and dad, like, when I was learning how to walk on YouTube, we had like this millions amount of views and stuff, and monetization was really well. Can I like buy my first property? And they're like, yeah, we used all your money. So like, I feel like that's something that YouTube should like most definitely enforce. Like, hey, like, oh, should I drop something? Like, hey, set this money aside if you're gonna start a family vlog channel. You know what I mean? So I really hope that's something that is enforced by YouTube, because these family vlog channels, they scare me. We're like, oh my god. Oh my god. And there's another family. I actually did a podcast about them. I think it was like 2 years ago. The L family. I don't want to say names. And it was a whole thing. I think apparently somebody got surgery. I don't know. But that was a lot. I keep thinking I'm hearing myself like someone's playing my videos, but it's weird because it was something that they did. Like, somebody had surgery or something that people like, no, it was a documentary. And I think it was like somebody fabricated about being sick, something like that. I don't know. I just think family vlog channels are very scary. And I think that I think if a kid is like, hey, I don't want to show my face until I'm like 10 or 11, like, I think that's something that should be enforced. That's just my opinion. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like when I have kids, like, I wouldn't want to just like a parent has the right to like show their kid, like, post pictures if they're like a kid, the kid has like these cute outfits on, right? But then when a kid starts being more aware, like, hey, like, I don't want to show my face, right? I don't want to do this, and the kid has the right to change their mind, right? Like a kid, like a mom's like, oh yeah, like I can show, like, a kid at a soccer game, a kid at a basketball game, like, that's totally fine, right? But when you're I can't speak. When you're purposefully, I can't even say the word. When you are exploiting your child for money, it comes to a point where you're constantly shoving the face. Like, let's say like there's like a family vlog channel, and most of the time the camera's pointed at that child instead of the parents. You know what I mean? So You're definitely right. A lot of them are hella cringy. And I do hope that YouTube definitely does, do something to change everything, to be quite honest. But I have to like change my braids. I'm trying to see what style to do. I'm gonna do a poll to see what the hell I'm gonna do. But it's cringy. It's super cringy. I totally agree. I really hope things change. You know what? What's crazy with that family? I think one of them came out and said how they like wanted to leave the relationship earlier, but something with the kids. And I really hate that. Just like going off like family vlog channels, when parents feel forced to stay in a relationship because of kids. And it sucks because a lot of the times the kids realize it. They're like, dude, you're not happy. Don't stay in a relationship because of me. Like, don't use that as an excuse. But at the same time, I understand. I understand. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, like you really feel forced to like stay in a relationship because of kids. And that's what they said. She was in the car and she was like, yeah, like, I was very unhappy. Then now people are like, oh my God, like she's so happy and all this stuff. That's really good. I feel like if you're in a relationship, like even past family vlogging, like if you're in a relationship and you feel unhappy, like leaving a relationship can be very, very hard. You know what I mean? So they spoil your kids, so they do all the videos. The parents want them to. Yeah, I mean that's definitely something. I mean, you know what? Like when I first started watching like YouTube, like I grew up on like the Bethany Modas, like My Life is Ava, and there used to be this family vlog channel, and they were like Pacific. They were like, I think they were either, I think they were like an Asian family, but Asia, that's Asia's a continent, so whatever. But I remember I was like 8, 7 watching it because it was just something that YouTube recommended me. But I remember like the kids, like they used to be like the focal point, but it was never like just them 24/7. Like it was appearance too. And that was like before like when family vlog channels like just started out, right? So that is true that like you can spoil your kids and it'd be like, hey, like I'm gonna get you, this car, or I'm gonna get you the little kid cars they be driving, like I'm gonna get you this, I'm gonna get you that. If you say this in a video, like there was this one video too, it wasn't even YouTube, and it was like this little girl, and you can tell that she was being persuaded as to what to say. Like how you look past like your phone, you're just like, oh, like a camera, and you're like, yeah, like it's obvious that you're reading something. So I really think that's weird too. And I feel like there's some kids who are genuinely interested in show business. Like I've seen it before, I've been around it. They're genuinely interested. Like they'll be like, no girl, this is me. And the parents are like, yeah, we have nothing to do with this. He, they want to do this, right? But you know what? I feel like, I don't know if there's like a law yet. I feel like there might be in a couple of years. If it's not this year, I will be surprised. Like kids coming out and be like, hey, okay, let's just say like let's like 5 to 10 years from now. Because that'll be like the age that some kids from these family vlog channels will start growing out. Ryan's World. Isn't that like the #1 most subscribed kid on YouTube? I was like, damn. It's like, I'm about to put a wig on, act like I'm Ryan. Shoot. Just kidding. But what is it? I feel like that's gonna be something in the next like 5 to 10 years where kids are gonna start like suing like their parents, like, hey, I didn't get an income. Let's say some family vlog channel has like 20 mil on YouTube subscribers, which is goals, by the way. Claim it. And then a kid tries to go to their parents and ask for some money, and they're like, yeah, we have no more, we blew it. Which is possible because there's stories of people who have blown through money. Did you hear of a Blame Vlog Mom? Yes. Wait, Jules. I heard of a family vlog channel, and I think, see, I never watched them. I don't know their name, but they went viral all last year, 2023, because the mother was allegedly, I think, abusing her children. Like she was like very manipulative, right? And I think that was one part, if you know who I'm talking about. She's literally in prison right now, like awaiting trial, or she's already been charged. I think it's happened in like Utah or something. I don't even know. Yeah, I think it's Ryan's World. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I mean, they're white. It's nothing bad with that. Nothing wrong with being white. But they're white. She has like 5 kids, and one of the kids left the house and started like talking about like, you know, their experience. And then the kid, I think he was like, it was like something with his face, like he had a mark, and then somebody noticed and called the police. It was something like that. And it was something like that. She's currently like in jail. Like if you look up like family, like mom from Family Vlog channel currently in jail, like she'll come right up. She has blonde hair, everything. And I think it's crazy. Like even like I said, like even when I have kids, I'm not gonna force them. Like yeah, like posting pictures of your kids is cute. You have the right to do that. But like forcing a camera down their face and forcing kids to do something that they don't want to do, not only is that going to make a kid resent you, that's going to lead to one bad character development. And people don't need to deal with that no more. Okay, like you know that one kid that was annoying you went to school with? Yeah, we don't need that in the universe no more. No more. We don't need no more annoying kids. Okay? Right. And it really does suck. Like these kids trying to untangle this necklace. It's been tangled for like 2 months and it's so cute. But these kids are really going through it. And I'm telling you, like, if you be like, yo, I mean, like, these kids are gonna start suing. Let's hope I have like 1 million subscribers by then when they start doing that. um, like these poor kids, like they really be going through it, and I feel for them because if I was forced to be something like I've been forced to, like you know how like your mom or dad like they'd be like, you know, grandma's on the phone, you know, say happy birthday, or auntie, like what like a family member calls and you're like, hey, where donde estás de dinero? Like where's the money? Right? So just imagine being a kid forced to do content. That's really something that I really, it really does suck. But I guarantee if you look it up, like mom going to prison, it was something with their son. And I feel like just family block channels, they scare me. Like so scary. But I'm about to do this basketball video about the class of 2020. That's gonna be my part one on TikTok. But I'm gonna, like I said, make more long form videos. So that's gonna be something for my basketball peeps because I actually do have a lot of people who are interested in the NBA that are subscribed to my channel. So I'm gonna do that, and then another long form video that's coming this week is Jersey Club. If you don't know, Jersey Club's like a new form of like type of music that's like blowing up right now, and I'm currently am from Jersey and live in Jersey, so that's something I feel like I should do. But family vlog channels is something that I definitely want to do a video about. That's definitely something I'm very interested in. I feel like whether it's like the channels that were talked about in this live, just focusing on them, giving like a more in depth, and just probably going into like the laws with like child protection, like even with TikTok, like TikTok doesn't have that. Like if you go on TikTok right now and you look up like families that do like fun content, like we never know what goes on behind the scenes. Like before I end this live real quick, damn, hold up, there was this mom and she has a daughter, um, and you know she was caught yelling at her daughter because you can tell that the daughter was tired and she didn't want to do like a certain thing with the content. Like you know, let's say you have a kid, not saying you, but just like theoretically, God forbid, you have a kid, you have like a whole bunch of followers, and then you're like behind the screens, like you don't notice that the camera's still on, and you're like, do this or I'm gonna beat you up, like do this, right? And I would love to know who they are. I mean, I personally don't like to watch people's kids. Why would I want to watch people's kids? Like, no. I don't want to watch your kids. Like, if it's like, oh my god, this is such a cute video. Like, yes, but like watching for hours long, like, oh my god, these kids are so cute. Like, oh my god. Like, no. No. Cut the show. Cut the lights. Except. Okay? But so the daughter, she's like 5'6". Damn, I forgot my water's over there. I'm like dehydrated. It's like 5'6", and then they caught it on camera. I think she was live or like a thing leaked, and then people were like, and the thing I don't like about social media, some people are quick to forget. Like you could do the smallest thing, and then people are like, oh my god, like you're canceled. Like oh my god, they'll hold your head over for something, like for saying something so small, doing something. But if it's something that's serious, they'll forget it, and that's due to like various things, whether it's like pretty privilege. It's a lot, right? That's a whole nother topic, but the daughter was like, no, and then she was like forcing her daughter, and I was like, damn, damn. It's like, oh my god. But I'm about to go work on this video. My eyebrows look so bad. Y'all, I don't know how to do my brows. Like, my brows are very highly arched and they are very non-identical. But damn, I've been on here for 25 minutes. Shout out to you though, for real, because the family vlog channel really helped me like bypass this time. But I'm gonna start going live earlier. I go live like 5, 6. I start school next week again. I'm in college, unfortunately. Let's hope I get rich with social media this year so I can drop out. Just kidding. I'm already too in deep. Like, you know how you're like already deep in something? Like, if I was like a freshman, I would have quit. But like, I'm already in too deep. So I'll graduate college as a millionaire. But I start college next week. Oh my god. Oh, fake Christ. For real though, I don't want to be in school. Like, usually, like, I only go on campus like 2 times a week. And now I have to be on campus 3 times a week. But I'm like, I used to be in elementary school and high school like 5 days a week. But I'm like, I just don't like really need a break. And then at my college, we had to register for classes. And the thing we had to register on, the system crashed. So literally, like, you have to who's OE? Who's that? What was it? The system crashed, right? So you have to do everything yourself. And literally registering for classes, they're not hard at all. I promise. But it's like other people got the class first. And yeah. But smooches to you. Hope you have a blessed night, day, morning, whenever you're watching. And I'll see you in the next live. I want to go live next, like, earlier. So we'll see. But smooches, smooches, smooches. Hope you have a blessed night.